Korean entertainment media once again turned their spotlight toward Jin of BTS, widely praising his visuals as unmatched and irreplaceable in the current K-pop landscape. Multiple articles published throughout the day highlighted how Jin continues to set the standard for male idol visuals, even amid an ever-evolving industry filled with new faces and trends. According to Korean outlets, Jin's appeal lies not only in conventional handsomeness, but also in his timeless image. Reporters noted that his facial proportions, calm gaze, and elegant aura create a visual identity that transcends trends. While many idols rely on bold styling or experimental concepts, Jin's visuals are often described as effortless, capturing attention without excess. Media commentary emphasized that Jin's presence feels increasingly refined in 2026. Recent photos and public appearances circulating online sparked viral discussions among netizens, with many praising how his visuals appear even more mature and charismatic over time. Korean journalists pointed out that this evolution has strengthened his image as a classic visual, a term often reserved for celebrities whose looks remain relevant regardless of changing fashion or makeup styles. Another key focus in today's coverage was Jin's consistency. Entertainment writers highlighted how Jin has maintained a strong visual reputation throughout every phase of his career, from early debut years to solo activities and recent group-related content. This consistency, they argue, is rare and contributes significantly to why Jin is frequently cited as a benchmark when discussing idol visuals. Social media reactions further amplified the media's narrative. Screenshots of articles praising Jin quickly spread across platforms, with fans and casual viewers alike echoing the sentiment. Many netizens commented that Jin's visuals feel comfortable yet powerful, making him approachable while still undeniably star-like. This balance, Korean media suggested, is a crucial factor in his lasting popularity. Industry insiders quoted in several reports also noted Jin's influence beyond fan culture. His visual image continues to be referenced in discussions about advertising appeal, brand compatibility, and the global perception of K-pop aesthetics. Even without new promotional campaigns announced today, Jin's name remained prominent in visual-focused industry conversations. As January 2026 unfolds, Korean media's unanimous praise reinforces one clear message: Jin's visuals are not just a fleeting topic, but a defining element of his legacy. While trends come and go, today's headlines suggest that Jin's place as one of K-pop's most iconic visuals remains firmly secured, unmatched, enduring, and still commanding attention well into the new year. Building on the growing praise, Korean media also explored how Jin's visual reputation has quietly reshaped public expectations of male idols in recent years. Rather than following fast-changing trends, Jin is often described as someone who defines his own lane, an image rooted in balance, confidence, and subtlety. Journalists noted that this approach has helped his visuals age gracefully, making them feel more relevant in 2026 than ever before. Several commentators emphasized that Jin's visual impact goes beyond photographs or short viral clips. His expressions, posture, and calm demeanor during public moments contribute to what media outlets call a complete visual presence. This combination, they argue, is why even minimal appearances or casual content can spark intense discussion online. In an era dominated by rapid content cycles, Jin's ability to command attention without constant exposure stands out. Korean entertainment analysts also pointed out how Jin's visuals strengthen his overall artist image. Rather than overshadowing his musical identity, his looks are seen as complementary, supporting his role as a reliable vocalist and respected senior figure in the industry. This harmony between talent and image is frequently cited as one of the reasons Jin continues to earn praise from both fans and professionals alike. Meanwhile, online communities reflected the media's tone, with thousands of comments discussing how Jin's visuals feel timeless rather than trendy. Many netizens compared him to classic Korean actors and global icons, whose appeal remained strong across decades. Such comparisons further fueled the narrative that Jin represents a rare case of longevity in an industry often driven by novelty. As discussions continued throughout the day, entertainment outlets concluded that Jin's visual dominance in early 2026 is not the result of a single moment, but the accumulation of years of consistent image building. With each new mention, Korean media reinforced the idea that Jin's visuals have become a reference point, one that newer generations of idols are inevitably measured against. With January just beginning, expectors expect this narrative to persist. Whether through future appearances, archived content resurfacing online, or ongoing fan-driven discussions, Jin's visuals remain firmly embedded in the cultural conversation. For Korean media, today's headlines made one thing clear. In 2026, Jin's visual presence is not only intact, it continues to evolve, quietly reinforcing his status as one of K-pop's most enduring icons.
Beyond the immediate praise, media outlets also examined how Jin's visuals contribute to BTS's broader cultural footprint. Writers noted that his image often serves as an entry point for casual audiences who may not initially engage with K-pop through music alone. In this sense, Jin's visuals function as a bridge, drawing attention first, then sustaining interest through personality, artistry, and authenticity. Several articles published on January 8th emphasized how Jin's visual identity aligns with the current shift toward understated elegance in Korean pop culture. As trends move away from overly dramatic styling, Jin's clean, natural look feels increasingly in step with public taste. Commentators suggested that this alignment is one reason his photos and clips continue to perform strongly across platforms, even without heavy promotion. Media discussions also touched on Jin's symbolic role within the industry. As a senior idol with a long-standing career, his continued recognition challenges the idea that visual relevance fades quickly with time. Entertainment editors highlighted how Jin's presence offers a counter-narrative, proving that maturity can enhance rather than diminish visual appeal when paired with confidence and self-assurance. Fans echoed these sentiments by pointing out that Jin's visuals are often linked to emotional resonance. Many online reactions described his image as reassuring and familiar, especially at the start of a new year. Korean media interpreted this response as evidence that Jin's appeal operates on both aesthetic and emotional levels, reinforcing his reputation as a figure of comfort as well as admiration. As coverage wrapped up, journalists framed Jin's unmatched visuals not as a temporary headline, but as part of an ongoing story that continues to unfold in 2026. With minimal appearances still generating widespread discussion, Jin remains a powerful example of how consistency, authenticity, and timeless appeal can sustain relevance in a fast-moving industry. In the eyes of Korean media, the message from January 8th was clear. Jin's visuals are no longer just a topic of praise, they are a standard. And as the year progresses, that standard is expected to remain firmly in place, quietly shaping conversations about what true longevity in K-pop really looks like. Looking ahead, Korean media also speculated on how Jin's enduring visual presence may influence future industry narratives throughout 2026. Commentators suggested that as conversations around longevity and authenticity become more central in K-pop, figures like Jin will increasingly be cited as reference points rather than exceptions. His continued relevance challenges long-held assumptions about how quickly visual appeal peaks in idol careers. Entertainment editors further noted that Jin's visual reputation has become deeply intertwined with trust. Brands, broadcasters, and even casual viewers associate his image with stability and credibility, qualities that are especially valued in an industry often defined by rapid change. This perception, media argued, enhances his influence even during quieter periods, allowing his presence to remain strong without constant promotion. Another recurring theme in today's extended coverage was balance. Journalists highlighted how Jin's visuals never feel forced or overstated, which helps preserve their impact over time. In contrast to short-lived viral aesthetics, his image continues to resonate because it feels natural and grounded.
This balance, they suggested, is precisely why public interest remains steady rather than spiking and fading. As discussions continued into the evening of January 8th, Korean media framed Jin's visual dominance as part of a broader cultural shift, one that values consistency, maturity, and quiet confidence. Rather than competing with newer idols, Jin's presence exists alongside them, offering a different model of success that prioritizes endurance over immediacy. Ultimately, today's headlines reinforced a familiar conclusion. Jin's visuals are no longer just admired, they are institutionalized within K-pop discourse. As 2026 unfolds, Korean media expects his image to remain a recurring benchmark, subtly influencing how visuals, aging, and artistic identity are discussed across the industry. In a space where trends move fast, Jin's steady presence continues to stand apart, unmistakably unmatched.